Right now I'll be walking you through a basic grocery haul I just did. This cost me around $160, and this is important because a lot of people train hard. They do their conditioning, they get their steps in for the day, and they still don't have the body composition they want. They still don't have that tight midsection, and they still look at themselves in the mirror thinking, man, like, what am I doing wrong? And when you ask them about their nutrition, like, yeah, well, I'm eating good. But what's your definition of eating good? A lot of people are blind to it because they don't do check-ins with their body and they don't see on a week-to-week basis how drastic the changes could really be if they were to stack the odds in their favor. And this is where this nutrition comes into play, because it's no coincidence that the people who look the most aesthetic eat in a certain way, and that's what I'll be walking you guys through right now with one of my grocery hauls. So we're gonna start off with the basic carbs. I really like sweet potatoes because this fuels me, gives me a lot more energy than pasta. I feel a lot less sluggish, and on a calorie standpoint, you get a lot more bang for your buck with sweet potatoes. You get more volume, so you can eat more of this than things like pasta. Not saying pasta is necessarily bad, but this is my primary carb source for my lunches and my dinners. Okay, so must have, and it's very affordable as well. Then we got sourdough bread. This one I don't have as much as the sweet potatoes, but still a great carb source nonetheless. You know, I could have this with a tuna sandwich. I could have this in the morning. Very versatile carb source right here. We got some spinach right here. This is really good because late night I could throw this into something like a tuna salad. I could put this as an appetizer next to a lunch or a supper, where I could slice up some tomatoes. I could have that before, and I could give my meal a lot more volume, so I'm fuller with quote unquote less food, with less calories. So big spinach fan, and it's not too expensive as well. And then we get into vegetables. Vegetables, you get a lot of your micronutrients, and this also enables you to have more volume. Once again, you hear me use that term quite often, because now you could have more food to fill you up with less calories. Then we got eggs. Okay, I don't eat as many eggs as I used to. Now I'm eating a lot more of egg whites, but I still have, 2 eggs in the morning in combination with my egg whites, and I have several more of these in the fridge as we speak. So I have egg whites every morning, and I have 2 eggs to complement it, mix it together. And then when we get to the fish, right now I'm cutting, so I still have my salmon, but I'm leaning more towards the tilapia. It's a protein source that has less calories, so you still need some salmon into the mix. I just don't need to have it every single day, so it's also very inexpensive as well. So I really like tilapia. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, I got 5. I got some more in the freezer, and then we got some wild sole. So I like to still experiment with different styles of fish too. So I got this one as well. I've never had sole for a couple years, so I could see for 4 fillets, it's 90 calories. So a lot of bang for my buck here, and good on price as well. Speaking of fish, also got some tuna cans. So I really like to have tuna at nighttime. It's an easy protein source, it's inexpensive, and it helps me get my protein for the rest of the day for whatever I might be missing. And just a classic protein source right there. As far as pre-workouts, see a lot of people take a lot of pre-workout shakes, drinks, whatever the case is, and some of them have some merit. Myself, I've always been big on having like a nice meal with some carbs in it. I could have like some boneless, skinless chicken breast with some sweet potatoes and some veg, and that should give me a good amount of energy for the gym. But let's just say hypothetically, if it doesn't, or if I had that a couple hours ago and I'm about to get my session in, that's where the bananas could come in. So bananas, very inexpensive as well. This is a staple in a lot of like bodybuilding nutrition plans, and that's why I love bananas. You could even put a little bit of honey on it and have one of those before your workout, and you're gonna have better pumps in the gym, have more energy overall. Very bang for your buck right here. If you're on a cutting journey, you don't need to overdo the bananas, but one could go a very long way, and you'll definitely get a lot from it. And speaking of fruits, blueberries. Huge advocate of blueberries, because when I have my oatmeal in the morning and I do my deeper work in the morning, blueberries help me focus a lot better, and they help me get more volume in with a little amount of calories. So I'm really big on that. And also they taste really good. So all this food tastes good. You want to have food that tastes good. You don't want to feel like you're a slave to the lifestyle. Me, I generally wake up and I want to eat this food. And if you put the right sauces and spices, it tastes amazing. So to me, it's a no-brainer. Then we got the tomatoes. I really like to have these with, the tuna salads at nighttime, or I could have them as an appetizer once again with the salad, and that'll just help fill me up a bit more. And they just taste great as well. And the same thing can be said about the cucumbers. Big fan of those too. Then we got the carrots that help me get more volume into with the veggies. Then we got some olive oil 0-calorie spray. I know some people are against it. Myself personally, I don't mind it. Like, I'll just spray it on the pan and I'll buy a couple of these. I'll run through a couple of these per month, and it just helps me get less calories in. So all these things add up. You may be like, oh, well, Phil, it's not that deep. It's not a big deal. If you could save 200 calories here, 200 there, the deficit you're gonna have by the end of the week will be noticeable, and you'll see that the midsection will just keep getting tighter. You're just gonna keep feeling better. You'll keep getting leaner. You'll feel less sluggish because just the weight is gonna be flying off, And if you're doing your conditioning, training hard on top of that, all these things are gonna compound over time. One thing I used to be a huge advocate of Greek yogurt at nighttime, and I still am. I just don't do it every single night anymore. So right now, like, the medium is the message, and I'll probably have this like 2 to 3 times a week, but like I just won't have the massive portions as I used to. So I fine-tuned it a bit, and I really like it as well. So I'll put the blueberries in my Greek yogurt. Sometimes I may even put like a banana or half of one. You could throw in a little bit of 0-calorie syrup. It's gonna make the Greek yogurt taste better as well. This is Greek yogurt that has less calories, right? So for 175 grams, it's 100 calories. So I'm picking the alternative that has less calories as well. A lot of people are against zero sugar, like diet drinks. Me personally, I think it's a tool that you could use, and it will satisfy that sweet tooth craving, especially as it gets past like 10 p.m. So me personally, I like to have a little bit of, I already love ginger ale, but why not get the zero sugar version? And to me personally, it tastes pretty much the same thing. And that kind of tricks my brain to thinking that I'm having that cheat meal even though I'm not. Then we got the sparkling water. Same principle applies. It tastes really good as well. Got some green beans. I throw these into my veggie meal prep, and I could just pick and choose throughout the week where I want to put it in. And yeah, then we finish off with the mustard. So I have a lot of extra sauces, in my cupboards and in the rest of my kitchen. This is not the only food that I eat, but as far as like sauces are concerned, I'm a huge advocate of mustard. And the reason why is because, once again, you could really accentuate the taste of your salmon, of your tilapia, boneless, skinless chicken breast, protein sources like that, even your tuna. You can make it taste exponentially better with little to no calories from the mustard. But myself, I'm always trying to, up the ante a little bit. And I find that with these versions, I'm able to get a better taste with the honey variations, right? So Dijon honey, this one I've never tried before, but it's old fashioned. And I like to still try out different foods from time to time too, to still get that variety in. And I want to make my taste buds, I want to expose them to different foods, while still having some structure within my system. So, sometimes, for example, instead of the blueberries, I'll take some strawberries, and I'll mix it up in that fashion. So my vegetables are on a steady rotation, my fruits as well. But as far as like the protein sources are concerned, especially as I'm cutting down, I'm looking at a lot of tilapia, haddock, cod, boneless, skinless chicken breast, extra lean ground beef. It's a bit more expensive, but I still eat it from time to time. And that gives me like a very well-balanced nutrition plan, and I'm really enjoying it all the way. So I'm really liking the way the body composition is looking. I'm getting leaner by the day. I see it myself in my check-ins, and every day I'm getting closer to that physique that I want, and I'm able to have that impact and lead by example for those watching, because there's a lot of people watching, and if I have too many cheat meals, then next thing you know, it's a domino effect. Everyone's gonna start doing the same thing. So I'm always trying to find ways to get closer to my goal, but in a healthy way where, I feel like I'm indulging, even though I'm quote unquote not. And then, when I'm with my family, when I'm with, loved ones, and you know, we could still go to that restaurant and I could still indulge because I haven't been indulging all week because, you know, I'm sticking to my plan and I also like my plan a lot. So that's all I got for you guys today. This is a quick grocery haul, 160 Canadian. And let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what you guys got from this video. It's all about having that healthy lifestyle. So every time you add something to your nutrition plan, it's like a piece of the puzzle. And over time, it may not seem like a big deal, but it creates the bigger picture. You know, like mustard may be boring to some people, but the fact that you have mustard with a little bit of honey in it, or you have, you know, the 0-calorie syrup, you know, that 0-calorie syrup will make those sweet potatoes taste better. They will make that oatmeal taste better. And then it's like, why would I, if I could get to my goal while having food that I like, it's a no-brainer. I'm not compromising. The people who don't get the results they want is because they feel like, you know, they're always robbing Peter to pay Paul. They're always exchanging one thing for something else. But that's not the case with me. I've never, quote unquote, dieted a day in my life. My clients don't, quote unquote, diet either. We find lifestyle habits that really suit them. And if there's a food that they don't like, we don't force it. We don't force them to eat that food. We find an alternative to try to make that food better, or we just swap it out for something else, and, you know, we find alternatives in that nature. So let me know what you guys think down below. Subscribe to the channel, PG.Coaching. If you guys want more videos like this that are more nutrition based, let me know. And with that being said, see you guys next time. I'm about to do this meal prep, so see you guys around.